This is red chard. It's a wonderful vegetable that comes from the Mediterranean, far less bitter than kale is, and it's a wonderful stuffing for turkey. I've chopped the chard and I have it in some olive oil here. I'm going to put a little bit of thinly sliced garlic in with it and a touch of sage. And you probably would want to put some salt and pepper in it as well. After that, I just put the lid on it and let it steam saute down until it's nice and wilted. I'm pounding away at a turkey scallop to get it nice and thin. You could, of course, use veal with this, but veal is expensive in America. It is not in Europe. It's much more affordable. And in these days of super inflation, turkey is a wonderful choice. And it's also very good for you. So let me just finish this here. This is the easy stuff method. Instead of making an incision in a very thin piece of meat, which is very tricky, I'm just going to put it right on the bottom scallop, just like that. This is, of course, the red chard that has been previously cooked and cooled. That's important that you let it cool off before you do anything else. Well, that looks good to me. So what I'll do is just put this top on it like that. And I'm going to put some salt here, some nice kosher salt, and some freshly ground pepper. Now we have to cook it. The pan is hot, so I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil and also a knob of butter into that. And then we will just let that melt for a second. The next step is to put the scallop in, and I would do that side down, just like that. That's good. And maybe just a little bit more salt on this side. Then we put the cover on it and let it cook about 4 or 5 minutes until it browns on the first side. This is looking done now, so let's take the lid off. And you can see it's nice and brown. That's what you're looking for. And now we're going to flip it over. Lovely. As you can see, turkey browns in a way that chicken does not, and that is really very nice. So the lid goes back on. The second side is done. I'm going to take this out to rest for a moment. And while I'm doing that, I will continue with the sauce. Now, I have found that a good Italian vermouth is about the nicest thing you can do. Between you and me, they have a very herbal flavor that I prefer cooking with. The French ones are better for drinking. Good, that's done. Now we're going to shut it off completely. And the next thing we need to do is just to let a knob of butter dissolve in it. And this is rather important that you just move it side to side very gently until that incorporates, and in fact take it off the heat completely. I've sliced this in a little wedge, and now we're going to put our pan sauce on it. I would just pour it over it like that. That's fine. And now you can decorate it however you want to decorate it. I thought, some kalamata olives, calamari. No, calamari is something else. Kalamata, I think I got it right the first time. Well, anyway, a few of those Greek olives won't hurt anything. And then if you like capers, then you could put capers in. If you don't like capers, don't put them around. This is a very Mediterranean dish, so that all goes quite well together. And then I just saw some sprouting herbs from my garden, so I'm going to put some little pieces of thyme. Maybe also some freshly sprouted oregano. And then, since we have violets in bloom, they would be very pretty, scattered hither and thither. These are wild violets, you can't eat African violets. Be sure they're the kind that just pop up in your yard in the springtime. There you have it, a very nice entree. Turkey stuffed with red chard.